What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TW Motorsports, and in today's video I want to do a couple things, guys. The very first thing I want to do is I want to go over some of the stuff that I've done in 2019. So some of the vehicles that we've worked on, some of the projects that we've done, the activities that we've done, and then later on I would like to talk about some of my goals for 2020. But first off, guys, I want to say thank you for making 2019 awesome for not only me but for this channel. We've experienced a huge amount of growth as far as subscribers. Thank you to all subscribe. Thank you for guys that watch, comment, suggest things. Absolutely love it, guys. Please keep doing that because it does help me make the channel better. I do remember getting a comment about a year and a half ago where somebody said, look at that guy, he didn't even blink. And I know that I was trying to concentrate on the camera, and hopefully I've gotten a little more comfortable with the camera. It's really hard to talk to a camera and not a person on the other end. So hopefully you guys see that I'm getting better. Continue to make suggestions. If you see me do something, make a noise, do weird things, help me out in the comments. Let me know when I screw up. It always helps me get better. But today, like I said, I want to go over some of the things that we've accomplished in 2019. I don't even know what year it is. 2019. I want to talk about the vehicles that we worked on. I might even, at the very end of the video, show some pictures like before and after. Maybe when we bought a vehicle, what it looked like, when we sold it, what it looked like, or when we bought a vehicle, what it looked like, and what it looks like today. So let's get started by going through some of the favorites or some of the things that we've done in 2019.
You're starting to see a little bit more of the motor. Obviously, we got the headers out, a lot of the stuff off the top, several things off the bottom. But it's cold. As you can see, I had to change hats. It's just freezing outside, and well, I'm tired. So accomplished today, or at least I feel like I got a lot accomplished today, but I've got a ton of cleanup now. And well, we got the transmission out, we got the intake off, we got a lot of the wiring out of the way, so we've got the engine out, and like I said, I've got a few other things planned for well, this area here. back here in the garage. We have like 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts today, and I didn't want to have me talking over wind or wind in the video. I just hate that, and I try to edit that out for you guys so you don't have to listen to all that garbage. So what do you think? Hit the comments down below. Let me know what you think. I know I get a lot of crap every time I lower a four-wheel drive. People are like, that is so stupid. Just buy a two-wheel drive. Why would you lower a four-wheel drive? It's the dumbest thing ever. Well, honestly, I don't care. I absolutely love the look of this thing. They look good. They do just as good in wintertime through snow. Everything I've taken these things through, I don't go off-roading in them, so it doesn't really matter to me to have a jacked up one or a stock height one. I'm gonna paint this fender and that fender. We'll take a look at just one pass with the vacuum and then one pass just cleaning. It looks 1,000 times better, but it's going to get better.
Let's run out and take a look at this thing.
We have went over it a couple times with the lacquer thinner / mineral spirits. Just I ran out of one and used the other, and as you can see, it started to take some of the red off, but we're still scuffed up. It still looks good, and the problem is today it is too cold to paint. We now have all the tape off, all the plastic off. We got the hood struts back into place just because I didn't trust my temporary prop rod. I just didn't want the hood accidentally slamming down. But this is all we're gonna be doing today, guys. Today is a super exciting day because we are back on the Trans Am, and as you can see, we have some new goodies. This is a BMR Turbo K-member.
We did get a couple things done today, guys. We did get the chrome off the side. We got that all buffed up and looking nice. So I do think it looks better without the chrome. But today we're gonna be working on the engines.
Well, we now have everything routed back to where it needs to be. Most of the clips are back into place. The only thing I do have to put back on this corner would be that fuse retainer plastic, and I just haven't cleaned that off yet, but I think I am finished cleaning for today.
That is all we are going to be doing today, guys. We got the coilovers into place from Viking. We got the spindle painted and back into place. We got the uppers in, and well, we haven't torqued down those things. We will do that. And what else did we get? Oh, we got the fuse block into place. We got the headlights into place, and then obviously we're gonna have to fix this, and that will be in a future video. Today we are going to tackle the CTSV strut. Here it is. It is a 2000 Camaro B4C. That is an old retired cop car, and I'll give you more specs when I get to the house. It's super windy out here. Hopefully you guys can hear what I'm talking about, but the car's in decent shape. And well, I'll talk about what I gave for it, kind of what my plans are, and show you some of the things that need to be fixed on it when we get back to the house. So let's get back on the road. Today we are back on the Trans Am project, and we are back on the engine block. So if you caught my last video, we took this thing outside and we scrubbed it down. We got all the oil off the side of the motor, and as a matter of fact, I was going to paint this, but I'm not sure I'm going to. Post in the comments down below if you think I should go ahead and paint the block while it's out, but it looks so good cleaned up that I may not even mess with it. But today we're going to be working on getting the old gasket material off. So the old head gasket material, obviously we need to scrape it off before we can put the new heads on. We are going to take the oil pump off, the timing gear off, the timing chain off. We'll probably pull the cam out, and hopefully we're going to start putting it back together as well. So this is what we're pressing out of the inside. Well, guys, I think it looks a ton better. What do you think? Hit the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Today, well, honestly, I have been putting this off. It has been one of the things that I have been dreading doing, but it is really the next step in our process on the Trans Am, and that is installing a ABS, delete, and a line lock. Let's take a look at what I bought. It is a 2002 GMC Sierra. A lot accomplished. We got the heads bolted down. We got the rocker arms in place. We were able to test fit the push rods to make sure they were the correct size. And today, well, as you can see, we already got the ugly camper shell, or the dad cap as people have been calling it, off of the truck. So our next step and the next thing we're going to be doing is we are going to remove the emblems. Today, it's kind of a sad day here. If you guys noticed, in the thumbnail, there's a car that is missing where I'm currently standing that is normally here, and if you look around, it's not on the lift, it's not below the lift, it's not sitting outside. That's my mom's car, by the way. The ZR1. The ZR1 has sold. The power steering's leaking. It literally leaks just about as fast as I can pull it in or pour it in. So we are going to be replacing the rack. I'm going to replace the power steering pump and probably replace the lines as well. And today we are going to talk about what is behind this garage door. What did I replace the ZR1 with? Now, if you guys have caught the last couple videos, I sold the ZR1, it is gone. I sold the CTSV, it is gone. And I sold the new red truck, so the 2018 Sierra, it is gone also. So I replaced it with what's behind the door. So let's pop this thing open and check out what it is. Know what you're thinking. This guy is freaking crazy. He's an idiot. He's never going to finish a project. Quit buying cars. We're going to be doing a tune-up. That's right, a tune-up on the Turd 4.3. I think it can get a little better mileage, so we are going to see. Today, as you can tell, we are coming to you from a completely different area. That is because we are on vacation in Southern California. Now, chances are, by the time I post this video, we will be back, and actually, we will be back. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys just some of the vehicles that we've seen while I'm down here. Today, we are back on the Trans Am. So if you guys couldn't tell by the thumbnail, yes, we are back on the Trans Am. I know it has been a long time coming, but well, I've just had too many other things going on. Today, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a long day. We are going to clean the inside of the Tahoe, the new project Tahoe. No, I said it wasn't gonna be a project. The new Tahoe. The interior is gross. So we're gonna clean it. Well guys, we are back on all four wheels and I think it looks absolutely amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think. So might as well run it now. And some people might say, well, why didn't you just leave the old wheels on? Well, I just couldn't. I don't know if you guys are like me, like I said in the video, but when you are like excited about something, you just wanna like get home and put them on. That's why I just kind of touched up, cleaned them. Normally I would clean the barrels and maybe buff out some little Mars and stuff, but I was excited. Today, you guessed it, we are back on the Trans Am. Now, some frustrating stuff. So the other day, I decided I'm gonna work on the car. The next step really is to put the new LS6 valley cover on. And guess what? My block is the older style block, so this has to be cut off. This is the replacement for the Buick. So let's talk about what it is. Several people at the, I've stopped at gas stations and people are like, what is this thing? I don't even know what it is. I've never seen one before. Of course, it's a Chevy SS, guys. It's finished, and I think it looks incredible. The offset is great. It looks really, really good. The tire size is perfect. Today, I think it's gonna be pretty good, other than the weather. It's supposed to be like 95, heat index of like 106. So I'm trying to get an early start. It's the morning, but today we are going to be working on the Camaro. Now, in the last video, obviously you guys saw me put these awesome wheels on, and I do think they look a lot better. The downside to these wheels are they are a lot wider. So 9.5s in the front, 11s in the back. When you put an 11-inch wheel in the back, a lot of times you have some rubbing. Now, I've taken this thing down the road. It is not super low, but it's going to rub when you go into a driveway and that rear end wants to move. So what we're going to do today is we're going to roll the fenders. Woo! This thing rips. For a stock car, this thing's pretty freaking quick. Get some more stuff done on the Trans Am, and we are starting to thin the pile out on the other side, which is a good sign. So now, should have the rack this week and be able to put the rack in. And when I do the rack, I'm gonna do a couple other things. And I say a couple other things. We're gonna try to knock out as much as possible with the stuff that we have. So back from going down the road to get it to settle. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better. I can't even believe how much better this car looks with chrome wheels. Talk to you guys in a couple videos. You've seen me. This is pretty common. Okay, this is common with a lot of Camaros, Trans Ams, Firebirds from this era. Well, guys, we are all finished up, and I think it looks so much more aggressive. It looks way better. Well, guys, let's take a look at it all finished. It is on the ground. It is exciting. It's lowered. It is, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this for a long time, guys. I've probably been waiting too long, to be quite honest with you. Today, we're going to be talking about my lift behind me. Now, I've been getting a ton of questions from people asking, how tall is your ceiling? How much did you pay for the lift? How big is your garage? And so today we're going to address every single one of those questions. But it does look a lot better, guys. We got rid of a lot of that fender gap. Now, I was able, like I said, to drive it to the dealership, and it wasn't too far out of alignment. Bad news, the truck is broken. Now, if you guys have watched any of my videos, or any of the past videos, you guys know that I have a tandem garage down low, and it has what my wife calls the dungeon, and it has my old cars in it. So it has my 55 project back there with the Trans Am front bumper on it, and it also has my old 52 Chevrolet truck. Today we are starting right back on the Trans Am where we left off. So in the last video, we got all the front drive accessories in. We got the belt on, power steering pump, AC pump, and we got the headers on. Hit the comments, guys. Tell me what you think. I think it looks amazing. Lowering a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive affects the drivability none. You do not know how long I have wanted a turboed F-body.
What do I point it at? Don't do it. Travis!
Oh my gosh, what a huge difference. 6 inches of lift, 12-inch tire. We went from an 18-inch total diameter to a 22-inch.
Today is a super exciting day because, as you can see, we have some parts. Now, it is supposed to rain today, and the truck is really, really close to being finished, but he told me I could come out and start putting some stuff on, and it's in a garage, obviously, so that is what we are going to do today.
Oh my gosh, why would I buy a dually? Why would I buy a 1-ton cabin chassis dually? Absolutely love this, guys. Thank you to whoever put it in the comments section, one of my past videos, because I would have never thought of this. When I was looking back, it looked like a ton of people had done this in the past, but because these trucks are older now, it's just not something that you see a lot. So we were completely finished up. Man, I hate black, but this is the best paint. He said it has 60,000 miles on it. This is the absolute best paint I've ever seen on a 60,000 mile Jeep, probably ever. Now, I don't do a lot of Jeeps just because, like I said, there's a ton of stuff in the way. I don't know, I just like big flat panels, so I don't like doing Jeeps like this, but it does look a lot better. That led me to what I'm going to show you now, which is what I purchased, and that is this. It is a 2003 Chevy Tahoe. Now, it has no tie-in with what I'm going to be doing to the green truck whatsoever, because it's a 2003, the switches won't work for the windows, and this thing is too nice to part out. Today, yes, as the thumbnail suggests, we are working on the Trans Am. Now, what are we doing and why? Well, unfortunately, we are not going back with new parts. We are taking old parts off.
We are back on the truck today, and we are addressing the fog light.
I think it looks pretty good. Two things that I wish. I wish I would have went with the 275/55, which is a stock 20 size. Would have been a little bit bigger, and I think it would have still worked with the drop. I was concerned with when I lower it, because I'm not going to slam it. It's not going to be like a 4.6, but I am going to drop it. And I was concerned with the rubbing. So it seems like we've worked on a lot of stuff this year, at least it feels like it, but I'm one of those people that always wants to do more. I wish I would have gotten more accomplished. And but guys, I do have a full-time job. This is something that I do on days off, part-time, and obviously on vacation, stuff like that. I have a lot of vacation that I take, and we just work on cars. So what do I want to accomplish for 2020? So let's start with some of the vehicles that we have. Now, my wife's gone on the Buick. Every time I post a Buick video, you guys immediately turn the channel off, which I understand that is boring. The only thing I see me doing to it, and I'm pointing here at a blank spot because this is normally where it's at, is it does need brakes, but I won't bore you guys with a bunch of stuff on that. I think I probably will sell that this year anyway. And like I said, that's not a real popular thing on this channel anyway. So moving on to the Tahoe. The Tahoe, well, what do we have planned for it? Obviously, we're going to drop it. I wouldn't have bought those tires if I wasn't going to drop it, so it will get dropped. Taillights, headlights, maybe some paint correction. I don't know about the roof rack removal, but I don't know how long the Tahoe will stick around. I do like driving it. It does ride nice and drive nice, so I may keep it for a little bit just because I really do like the thing. But you guys know how it is here. If somebody wants to buy it and they make me an offer, there's a gnat there. It may be gone. So I will drop it before then, though. I promise you that. The truck, we are very close, guys. We're working on the brakes right now. I got them covered up because I am coming to you with a video very soon on the brakes. Hopefully that'll be before the end of the year here. But that is the goal for it. Get the brakes done, get new wheels and tires on it. We'll get it on the ground. And I do want to do a spray-in bed liner, but I'm also going to do, we'll consider that stage 1 complete on the truck. Now, once I get stage 1 complete, I am going to make a video on how much I have in the truck as it sets with stage 1 complete. So stage 1 will include the new brakes, the new wheels and tires, but that'll be it. Other than I might do a spray-in bed liner before then. And if I do that, I'll obviously include that in the price. But that'll be kind of stage 1. Now, next year, I would like to get, now I'm not making any promises, but I would like to get the power window swap done. And I would also like to do a motor and transmission swap. Now, not making any promises on that because I haven't even really driven this truck since I've done all the things that I've done. So I really just want to enjoy it for now and focus on other stuff. But very next priority, and the first priority for 2020, is to get this white car stripped back down to stock. Now, not going to concern myself with all the exterior pieces that the person before me added, but mechanically, guys, it is going back to a stock LS3. If you don't know, it is a heads cam LSA blower. I'm taking it 100% back down to stock. I have almost all the parts. I'm just missing exhaust, so we are going to put stock exhaust back on it, take the blower off, take the cam out. I will show you guys every step of that journey. That is number 1 priority, first thing I'm doing, and that may even start before the end of the year. But I want my truck back on the ground before I make another car not mobile. So that is what's going on with it. Once it's stripped down, probably going to sell it. Not really sure yet, but 99.9% sure this thing is going to get sold once I get it stripped down, which is the whole reason I bought it anyway. I bought it for my wife, a daily driver. She doesn't really like how loud it is. She might love it once we get it back to stock and might not want to sell it. So we'll see where it goes from there, but chances are it'll probably get sold. Now, on to a lot of the reason you guys are on this channel, the Trans Am. So as you can see, the Trans Am's up there, and I know a lot of you people are upset that I haven't been working on that. By the end of 2020, this car will run. I will make that promise right now. Barring any, like, if I blow it up or something, but it will fire this coming year. That is 100% promise that I make. I know I haven't been working on it, but I could have finished this, put the headers on, got it running, but I've always wanted a twin turbo car. That kit came out. I've been waiting on parts. I did receive a message 2 days ago that they should be shipping by the end of February. So look for that project to start really rolling probably in spring is what I'm thinking. But after we get this thing stripped down, the next priority after this, before the Trans Am, is to start on the 52 Chevy pickup. So if you guys don't know, I have a 52 Chevy pickup down in my basement garage, as well as a 55 Chevy. Now the 55 Chevy is kind of one of those long term projects, and I don't foresee us doing anything to it this year as of now, or next year, I mean. But the 52 is the next step. So I also bought a flatbed truck. We took the motor and transmission out. That will be going in the 52 right after we get this thing stripped down. So once we get this thing back running, back to stock, we are going to start on the 52 Chevy pickup. We're going to get that 4L80 and the 6-liter into the truck, just running and driving. I'm not sure. I'll probably slide a cam in it, might do something with the heads while I've got it apart. But as far as putting the LSA blower on, I'm not going to do that right now because I just want the thing running. That is my number 1 favorite vehicle out of all the stuff that I've owned. and will be here forever. So I'm not selling that truck. It would take a stupid amount of money to get that truck away from me, and then I would immediately buy another one, even before the Trans Am. So the Trans Am would sell. If I had to sell it all, the 52 Chevy pickup would stay, and I would daily drive that before I would sell it. That's just how it is. I love that truck, and I want to keep it forever. I want to give it to my kid or kids, or however they want to. They can sell it when I'm dead or whatever. But that truck is number one priority. But after that, guys, I have been looking at other vehicles, as I've talked many times, and I obviously sold the Corvette. That's why the SS is in here anyway. But I sold the Corvette. I have talked about another ZR1. I look on a daily basis at ZR1s, and I found a couple that I like, but I'm just not ready to pull the trigger yet. Not even sure that that's what I want to do. I've always wanted a mid-engine car, and no, I'm not buying a C8 Corvette. That is not the mid-engine car that I want, at least in the stock baseline trim. And that's not to say that if they come out the Z06 or a ZR1 model that I wouldn't be in on that, but as of right now, the Stingray is not in my wheelhouse. I have been looking at other platforms. I've always wanted a Lamborghini. It's always been my dream car. I just wasn't ready to get rid of everything I own to buy one. It's just not that important to me. I've also looked at R8, stuff like that. Those are the three vehicles that I would love to own: another ZR1, an R8, or a Lamborghini. So will that happen this year? I'm not sure. Probably not. The ZR1 seems the most possible out of that, and I do want another ZR1. Believe me, I do miss that car. Had an opportunity to buy my old one back, but passed up. I actually sold my white Corvette before my old ZR1 sold, and chose not to buy it. So not really sure, guys, but I wanted to give you guys an update on all of the vehicles that we're working on, kind of what my plans are for next year, and those things could change. The things that I talked about, 100% working on. So the white car is 100% getting stripped. The 52 is 100% getting a motor, and the Trans Am will run this year. All of those things I can assure you. Now, will I buy something else? Probably. Will I buy another daily driver? Probably. Will I work on another truck? Will I lower another truck? Chances are probably. But if you guys are enjoying this ride, if you're enjoying this journey, please smash that thumbs up button, guys. Like I said, I want to thank you guys all so much for your support this year on the channel. Hopefully you guys come into 2020 with me. Bring a bunch of friends with you. We are going to have a fun time working on these things. If you're not subscribed, guys, go down, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring the bell icon. That way everybody's notified when I drop a new video. And, well, stay tuned to see what next year brings to this channel.